Before leaving Hall's Harbor, I decided to go down to the waterline one more time, right as it was at low tide, and right before it got dark, too. There was such a thick fog, could barely see the headlights of the other car up in the parking lot, and it was quite a distance away, too. Rocks are all covered in tiny little snails. They're underwater most of the time out here. And rocks are slimy and slippy. I probably shouldn't have been out walking on them, to be honest, though there was other people there. If there was a problem, if I slipped and fell or something, I could holler until someone hears me. But then the next day, back on the road towards Digby, I decided not to get on the main highway just because it would blow by too quickly. I wanted to just go through the back roads and the small towns, so I headed off that way up along the shore of the Bay of Fundy, and just a slow crawl through all these little towns that my family on my mom's side have been around for centuries, I guess. The French came over quite a long time ago. So it's a funny feeling being around here for the first time. It feels like coming back in a way. This is where half of my people are from out here. So I took it slow and easy on the way to Digby, just passing through countryside and enjoying myself. The kitty plays around while I'm driving. She has learned pretty well to stay away from my feet now, but she's taken to climbing the seat and getting on the headrest behind me and acts like a bit of a screwball sometimes. And I try to keep one hand free as I go, even though I'm driving a stick. I need both hands a lot of the time, but keep one hand free to pat her or have her chew on my fingers. She's turned into quite a bitey little creature, nipping at my feet and my fingers all the time, but not too hard. She's just playing and having fun. So the countryside just reminds me a lot of where I was back home, which was on the shore of a lake, not an ocean, but still just farmland and small towns, and that feels like home in two different kinds of ways. Yeah, I'm glad that I got out of Halifax when I did. I didn't find out right away, but I heard the news yesterday, talking to you from Sunday the 23rd. I found out about all the flooding in Halifax, so I'm glad to have got out of there when I did. My heart goes out to the people stuck there and people with flooded cars, flooded houses. What a mess. But then out here in Digby, it barely sprinkled rain. It's not too far away, but I guess we didn't get hit by it really at all. So in the past few days, something strange has happened. I'm not worried, but I'm keeping my eye on it anyways. My feet are kind of numb all the time. Not too bad, but I don't know if it's my circulation is bad in them or what happened, but it's been going on long enough that it's got me a little bit worried. Just my feet feel numb, pins and needles a lot of the time. And it's right after my lobster dinner. It's the strangest thing. Like, I'm not gonna blame the lobster. I don't know if there's something. It'd be a strange allergic reaction to have numb feet for a few days, but something's fishy about it. It doesn't stop me from getting up and moving around. It kind of goes away when I'm up and moving around, but out of nowhere, it's concerning. It's not gonna stop me from getting around and doing what I'm doing, but if it is a circulation problem, I'm a little concerned. I don't think it is because they aren't cold to the touch, but they feel tingly, numb. Just my feet. Hands are fine, other extremities are fine, but my feet are numb. I get up and walk around and it feels a bit better, but then when I sit down and the cat starts attacking them, it's weird. I can't explain it. Don't know if eating lobster can give you nerve damage, specifically located in the feet somehow, but it started right after I finished that meal. I could almost kind of feel it when I was walking out on the wet rocks. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it is something to keep my eye on, I guess. Getting old, you gotta pay attention to things that you never thought you'd have to. More and more, I guess I'm gonna end up learning that. And it's funny, the guy that I met in Halifax, Colin, he was telling me a whole lot about you. As you're getting older, you gotta make more good choices about your lifestyle, pay attention to what you eat, stop smoking tobacco, and now, a couple days later, I'm getting even more signs from my own body that I need to pay more attention to things. I don't know what it could be. So yeah, it's not that it hurts, but it's just a little bit annoying and a little bit concerning. So I'm gonna have to keep my eye on that. I got to Digby and I've hung out up around the Point Prim lighthouse quite a bit. It's just a nice out-of-the-way spot, and you can climb around on the rocks a bit, and it's just it's a nice peaceful spot, and there's always a cool breeze coming off of the water here. But yeah, I've decided to slow down a bit. I'm gonna stick around this area for a little bit longer than I've been sticking around anywhere else. It's just nice out here. Talking to you from the parking lot at the Point Prim Lighthouse. I've been hanging out here a bit and was in town earlier and played a little bit of music on the sidewalk, which I'll put video up of that here. And the people here are just so warm and inviting, and I already had one old gal who said, like, what family are you looking for? I can probably find them before you can, sort of an attitude. And just got free baked goods from one of the vendors who was on the waterfront when I was playing, and just really good, positive people. So I slowed down here and just sat around reading a book for a whole day at one point. It was pretty nice just to relax and not be on the move. I don't know, I was in a hurry in so many different places, and each time that I feel like I'm in a hurry, it kind of pushes me where I need to be at the time. Either to find the kitty or to find the friends that I make along the way, or to get away from Halifax before that flood. I'm trusting my gut on my timing for everything, and my gut's telling me to hang out around here for a little while. That's what I'm gonna do, and I still have to call up a couple of family members in the area and meet up with them. I'm just kind of stuck in a pattern, and I'll see them when I do. Not really hurrying towards anything right now. I've had people tell me I can find work in so many different places along the way that really I feel like I could pick and choose a place that I really like and probably settle down pretty easy. I still have to finish my trip and go up through Cape Breton and Newfoundland, and still thinking about going over to Labrador and back to Quebec down that long tundra road, but after that, I might pick a place to settle down or keep going back out west. I don't know. Now that I'm sitting and thinking, I just feel good with where I'm at. Other than my feet. Don't know what made them go numb, but if anyone listening to this has an idea, let me know.